and we had Utah going on the road at number 11 BYU. Now, this was a very interesting ranked matchup in the Holy War, and I love this game. By the way, can we please have these rivalry games where they actually wear their home jerseys? Like, the red on blue is fantastic. Like, Tennessee, Alabama, can we see that orange and red
Right.
like they used to do? Like, that's fantastic. Would really like to see more of that because the red on blue, it's really great. And the color rush, it's just such a great visual. So I'd like it because why do we have like one team has to wear white? Can we not keep doing that? Especially in these rivalry games, like let them wear their colors, please. But so I really appreciate BYU and Utah for doing that. And this game, I mean, it's one of those really awesome rivalry games in state where both teams played pretty well, honestly. Bear Bachmeyer, really interesting. It's really getting used to a quarterback that doesn't have a number that's inside like the top 19. It's kind of your eyes take some adjusting. You think it's like some fullback is doing a trick play every time. So it's kind of funny. But Utah played pretty good. Devin Dampier, we were expecting more from him in the Texas Tech game, but since that game, we're like, oh, okay, Texas Tech's pretty good. And I know why they did look fraudulent against Arizona State. Utah, I think, is still pretty solid, and Devin Dampier played spectacular in this. 244, 2 touchdowns. That interception, of course, maybe ends up being the separator a little bit. Bear Bachmeyer played spectacular as well. I mean, he's just a really versatile guy, and they play a really interesting style. They're BYU. That's what they are. Bear Bachmeyer, very impressive. And I mean, 11 carries, 64 yards, and a touchdown. And it's really great when you're a quarterback, and obviously they're like, well, if you're the leading rusher or passer, what's even better is when you're dominating the passing numbers, obviously, and then you're dominating rushing, but you still have a running back who's really proficient and really elite. And they had that in LJ Martin. He went 26 carries, 122 yards. And in a game like this, that feels like it was a lot of running, especially on the BYU side. Devin Dampier threw a lot. I mean, Devin Dampier, he threw it 36 times. Bachmeyer only threw it 22 times. So BYU played their style of ball. They brought Utah into their stadium. And once again, I just appreciate the color rush on color rush. Can we please see more of this? BYU, this was really an intense performance. And I was slow to come around on BYU. I needed a prove it game, and this was it. BYU is really good, Jack.
They definitely are. And they looked very suspect last week against Arizona. We mentioned, like, did they even be ranked? I mean, we had them like around the 23 mark, but they could be in that category for a top 10 team. They just looked really good. And especially after that game against Arizona State last week, which I think if Leavitt plays, Arizona State probably takes that just because of how good they looked against Texas Tech. Utah is still a great team, and now 2 losses, which I think is still two. Those 2 losses are great because BYU and Texas Tech are still good teams. I don't know if they can make the Big 12 championship now. Maybe that move, bringing that New Mexico staff in, was not the best. But BYU really controlled this game. I mean, all year their defense has been so good, but that really was in this game, and they just controlled it. They led the whole game, and really just showed dominance. And Bear Bachmeyer, I mean, you mentioned it, like he was able to really pass the ball like he really couldn't do against Arizona, and was really a dual threat in this game, and really got the run game going. This was their style of ball. They played it. And really just took over the game and really showed like they might be a favorite for this Big 12. I don't even know who would win if it was BYU Texas Tech, because Texas Tech had struggled this past week. So I think if they could make it to that Big 12 championship, they can make it to the college football playoff. And I think the Big 12 is looking better and better every week. We kind of said it's been lackluster with teams following like Kansas State and UCF, Baylor, teams like that, maybe TCU. But it's looking great. Like Cincinnati's moving up there. Iowa State has faltered, but with teams like BYU, Utah, Texas Tech, this is looking like a great conference. Yeah.
Right. And I mean, we certainly thought BYU was going to be not one of the top teams because we kind of thought, oh, it's Texas Tech, oh, it's Arizona State, and then it was like, oh, it's Iowa State, Kansas State, and we're kind of swapping out who the favorite favorite is, where we thought it was really going to be a mosh pit, but it feels like we're just kind of jumping up teams. We're like, oh, actually, they're not in that discussion. Oh, they're jumping it up. So this is going to be a really interesting stretch for BYU because now they go on the road at Iowa State, which is an interesting one. Then on the road at number 14, Texas Tech. That one's going to be huge. And then they host TCU, and then on the road at number 21, Cincinnati, and then they host UCF. If BYU is able to get through this tough stretch, what I think would be surprising. Now they are undefeated. You really got to give them their flowers for that up to this point in the season. But it's like there's a lot of tough games ahead, and I do think BYU is pretty solid. But it's going to be really interesting if they're able to play their way into the Big 12 championship.